Hello and welcome to an interesting episode of Pub Suds and Grubs presents the Speakeasy. If you haven't noticed by now, we have a new beer. So, John, who are you? You look a little scary. I have to say, I'm freaking out a bit.
Just me, guys.
It's John.
It's just me.
This is John.
I wanted to bring my beer mask. Now it's done because I can't see or breathe.
Yes, and I'm gonna suffer through this as long as I can.
Yeah.
Go from there.
So I was a cowboy bear, but now I am Rip from Yellowstone, the sexy cowboy from the show Yellowstone. And you are?
I'm a serial character. Can you
You're
guess?
a serial killer.
Can you guess which character I am?
You are a serial killer.
Do you remember?
Is that Frankenberry?
This is Frankenberry.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I liked Count Chocula a little bit better, and
Yeah?
Frankenberry was number 2.
I think there was only, 3? So,
Yeah, and Booberry, right?
Yeah, Booberry.
Yeah.
Going back to the 80s cereals
Yes,
here.
sir.
Yes.
But if you haven't noticed already, it is Halloween.
Yes.
Here comes Halloween.
Yes.
Here comes Halloween.
Yes, Halloween is will be here actually. Well, technically in a few days. But yeah. Werewolves of London.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So what do we? It's that time. We were doing the Oktoberfest beers. We decided we are going to switch it up a little bit, and it's that time of year. We're going to start getting into our pumpkins.
Yes, ma'am.
And here we are. And
Because what do you think of Halloween? What's all over people's steps, right? During Halloween, fall, where do you go?
Yeah, there's
Pumpkin
pumpkins,
picking, right?
Pumpkins.
And look, we got one right here in the middle.
Yes, I decided to break out some because we're actually having some Dogfish Punkin.
Yes.
I decided to break out some of my pumpkin growlers that I have.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
This matches exactly what we're doing. And we are starting with our Dogfish, right?
Yes, that's
it is a pumpkin ale. This is the pumpkin of all pumpkins, in my opinion.
Yes.
It's 7%. It is a pumpkin-based ale, perfect for this time of year.
Yeah, it's an OG. It really is.
OG.
Yeah. Cheers.
And cheers, Frankenberry.
Oh, cheers, Smokey.
I hope you enjoy that.
Smokey turned into cowboy.
Smoky.
Oh my God.
Smoke them if you got them. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
It's classic, man.
Oh, there goes that. Ken said, don't break anything on the
Don't
bar.
break anything. We have all these growlers on here.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, we're really decorating the place now.
That is freaking delicious, man.
Yeah, that is good, man. As far as pumpkin beers, it's not overly pumpkin. It's not in-your-face pumpkin.
No.
It just has those little subtleties that you look for in a quality pumpkin beer.
Pumpkin pie and a beer, man.
Yeah.
Pumpkin pie and a beer.
I remember when I sold beer for a living for some time ago, and I had bars that would actually order this stuff way ahead of time, like in September, just because.
It goes so fast.
And they would order like 6 kegs, and they're like, I'm like, are you serious? It's not even close to, nope, they'll go. Don't worry about it.
100%.
Yeah, so.
We have this on tap now at the restaurant I work for.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's insane.
Yeah, it's a good one, man. Uh-oh.
No.
You always mess this up with this
Nothing's
phone stuff,
working.
man. Oh, there we go. Jason Halloween. Cool.
I love Halloween, man. So, all right. Let's get this Halloween episode started. If you haven't noticed, this is our Halloween episode. Boo! And like Ken said, it's coming out a few days before. But our next episode will be after Halloween, and we figured, let's do it now, all right? Because Halloween should be a whole week. It's like getting ready. Everybody gets excited. You get your candy in your bowls, right?
Yes.
You like Halloween?
It's fun, I liked especially when I was in my early 20s, going to the bars, and
yeah.
there was a lot of those hot nurse costumes.
Oh, I love
like
that hot nurse. So I prefer a French maid.
The French maid or the bad cop, or it's just a easy way for young girls in their 20s
to have sex with,
to dress up and wear slutty costumes.
Yeah. And it's so funny, like, I love Halloween, but I am not a big dresser upper guy.
No, I'm not a big
I'm not a huge
dresser
costume
upper.
guy.
Yeah,
I'm not into
but
it too
when I
much.
do dress up,
You go all out.
oh yes,
Yes,
I go
sir.
Frankenberry on you.
Yeah, Frankenberry all over the
This
place.
costume is literally about 15 years old. I've had this thing forever.
Yeah. You're definitely hot under there.
It's
I
not
can't
too
even see your
bad.
face. I see some facial hair and a nose.
Well, the point of it is supposed to be like Frankenberry talking, you know?
I love it.
Which it might look like something else right now, but
I won't see what that looks like. You could probably figure it out. So all right. So you're the same as me then. You're not into really the whole dress thing, but if you have to go to like a party, you would do it.
yes, I'm not gonna be the party pooper, you know.
Right.
So
You don't dress up. You know how like some parents dress up when their kid's young? They just dress up to go out with them, trick or treat.
oh yes, if it's like a theme thing, like say like my son was like one of like the Incredibles or something, you know, and
Right. You'd be the dad.
Yeah,
right? Your
yeah.
wife would do it too. Yeah.
yeah, she would. Yes,
Does she like getting dressed up?
she I think she enjoys it. Last year, my son was a firefighter, and we each wore something
She was
that
the
was
fire hydrant.
the fire
You were the
hydrant.
hose. What was? You were the fire truck.
That would have been cool. Yeah, and that wasn't a fire truck, but we just wore something that was like firefighter themed, I guess you would
Right,
say.
right.
So
That's
it was,
cool.
yeah.
Never did that with my kids. We never really did like a family thing, you know. I went to a costume party once, and I was a cowboy. My wife is a cowgirl. That's probably where I have this stuff from.
Or you ever get like the peanut butter and jelly costume?
No,
Oh,
not the
right.
plug in the socket.
Yeah, the plug in the socket.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Mustard and ketchup.
Yes. Yeah.
No. I'm usually never anything with anybody else. Like I've never
Yeah.
been into dressing up.
It's uncomfortable. I'll have to say it's pretty uncomfortable.
Yeah,
right
I
now.
feel stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I'm chaperoning my daughter's middle school Halloween party,
All right.
and I am praying that these chaperones don't have to get dressed up.
Oh.
Because I might have to withdraw my name from the chaperone list if I have to get dressed up. But do you get a lot of trick or treaters around here?
Yeah.
You do. That's funny because you have no sidewalks.
There's no
dangerous.
sidewalks, and our driveways are like 50 yards.
Yeah.
So
That's a hike, man.
it is a hike, and I feel kind of bad if we don't have something to give them.
Right. Right.
Like the first year we moved here, I think we shut all the lights off and like hid under our couches. Doorbell rang and dogs went crazy, and we're like, "Oh, not home." You know.
Yeah.
Now we're like, "All right,
Yeah, sometimes we take our kids trick or treat, and there's like notes like, "Don't bother ringing the bell.
yes, don't ring that bell. I'm sleeping."
We have nothing for you, evil doers."
Yeah. Yeah, but we get a decent amount around here. We got a lot of
Interesting.
families around our neighborhood here.
It's like the mail truck. They like pile up in a little car, get out, ring the bell, get back in the car, and move
I
the next
know
out.
it should be, and it's funny that you mentioned that because I was a little smart last year. I actually brought our wagon.
Oh, just wheel them around.
I wheeled my son around.
So
'Cause
you did all the work.
Yeah, but that's a kid's legs are much smaller, and we do the whole block.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
our whole block is like quite a few houses. So
Yeah.
you gotta, and but like I said, they all have like big driveways. So
Right.
each one's really a workout, to be honest with you. So yeah, but that's it's not the same as what it used to be. I think. Though,
Remember
man?
trick or treating with us as kids? You know how
Yeah.
much candy I'd have? Oh, my
Dude,
God.
I had a pillowcase.
Yes.
Did you have a pillowcase too?
Oh, of course.
You take the pillowcase and then
And then you drop it off at home halfway,
Yeah.
dump it out, and go back out.
go back out and
Go home, have dinner, go back
and
out.
it was so much different back then too because when we trick or treated, like we went out sometimes at like 9 at night.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was
Right? You
like-
started as early as possible. You went home
Yeah.
for dinner, which was usually pizza because nobody was cooking, nobody was home.
Yeah.
And then you went back out and
Going back trick or treating.
yeah, be safe.
Be safe. Yeah. Meanwhile, kids are choking on razor blades and the candies.
No, razor blades. That's an old wives' tale, right? Have you ever seen a razor blade? You couldn't even. All right, look at this little Kit Kat. Where you putting a razor blade and like repackaging it? I don't think that really ever happened.
Yeah,
I think that's all
wonder.
BS.
I wonder.
My parents could care less. They didn't. You know, other kids went home and they're like, My parents have to check my candy first. They have to make sure no poison and no razor blades. My parents
Oh,
like,
please!
fucking
My
eat it.
father
whatever.
had the pillowcase next to him eating it. You know?
Yeah, right?
He's like-
My dad's like, too stupid. Eat your candy. Get fat. Do whatever.
So yeah, a lot has changed. Or once in a while, you would get someone who gave you money.
Oh yeah. What'd you get? Like pennies?
No, sometimes it was like $1. And you're like,
You grew up
"Oh,
on the rich side of town.
Like,
I did.
yeah, man. So we knew where to go. We had a restaurant which in that location that you ended up
Oh, Jim Danny's?
Owner. We used to go
free
to-
ice cream
Yeah,
cone.
it used to be. Yes, I guess you did that as long as it was there. A free ice cream cone on Halloween, which was awesome. And then where did you go for a free slice of pizza?
Oh, Arlington Pizza.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You were really on the other side.
I was
of
on
town.
that side of town.
JoJo's, man, free slices of
That's
pizza.
Lyndhurst. That's not. I wasn't allowed to leave the town.
Oh. You walked
What-
to JoJo's right across the border. It was right across the border.
Yeah. No, when I was a kid, from where I lived, it's not there anymore. But there was a strip club on the Belleville Pike.
The Sitting Bull?
No.
Oh no, the place
Where the
next to it.
laundromat is now. It's a laundromat now.
There was a Sitting Bull bar, right? And then
Yeah.
oh gosh.
But no, there was a
Come on, you know the
strip
name.
club, and we would go in at as kids. You go in there 7, 8 o'clock at night, and the hottest little stripper would come and be like, "Oh, you're so cute," and give you a piece of candy. They wouldn't kick you out. They give you candy.
They just think you're playing dumb.
Yeah.
They didn't realize where they walked in.
I would give a Reese's Pieces for a lap dance. I'd be like, "What do you want? What do you want?" No. Yeah, when we were kids, we'd go into the strip club, and there was a stripper lady or bartender, whatever she was, in skimpy clothing with a bowl of candy and throw it in your bag. Then you'd walk down the street and get a free slice of pizza at Arlington Pizza. Yeah.
I didn't know Arlington was. I never went to that. I
Yeah.
really didn't go that
Like I
far
said,
down.
that's my side of town.
Wow,
My
yeah.
parents let me walk there. and
Yeah,
I
well,
only lived 3 blocks away.
It was kind of like the ghetto side of town.
Absolutely, 100%. We were the trailer trash side of town.
Yeah, but
You know when they say don't go on the other side of the tracks? We were the other side of the
you
tracks.
were the other side of the
Yeah.
tracks. But you moved all over though. You were.
I would have been in every part of town.
Yeah, you were around the town. It's
But,
been around the town, around the block.
But yeah, I remember being 10 years old and going back out at 7:30, 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
You know, people answered their door. They give you, and at that time of night, you're getting really what's left over.
Well,
People would tip their whole bowl and be like, "Here, take it."
you know what else is? What's the day before Halloween?
Oh, mischief night.
Do you remember that?
Oh
man?
yeah, I used to always go
Oh
to
my
mischief night.
God. I don't want to
Yeah.
repeat the stories just in case my son ever listens to this.
Yeah.
But kids now are like
Oh yeah,
altar
no.
boys compared
Yeah,
to
no.
what we were, man.
One year, the cops brought me home.
Let's start with the story with that. One
And,
day the cops.
Yeah, knocked
brought
on
me.
my door, and my dad was like, "Really?" And he'll bring it up tonight. He's like, "Remember when the cops brought you home?"
What were you doing?
I think I spray painted somebody's fence.
Oh, God. he took it to another level.
Yeah.
Used to be shaving cream and maybe some eggs.
Yeah, I had black
and,
spray paint.
Yeah. You put the shaving cream under the door handle and, you know, or you know.
Good old days, right? Now I think you have to be 18 to buy whipped cream now, right? Or
Really?
shaving- Yeah.
Well, that's probably more because people are like using it for to
whippets?
get high, or something.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't even know how to do that.
Yes, but yeah, it's a lot
mischief
different.
night, man. Yeah.
Mischief night, man. We were
I remember all my neighbors be outside, waiting for people. They'd be out with bats, "Don't come near my house."
yeah, we were protecting their cars and everything, and
Now forget it.
no one does it.
You don't see eggs or anything anymore.
No, I don't even.
kids
I
are
want to repeat
sissies.
some of the stories we used to do. Yeah, it was
Powder in a sock and eggs.
pumpkins rolling down hills.
Mhm.
yeah,
That's funny.
but thankfully we're better parents than our parents were.
Yeah. When I first moved into my apartment after I got married,
Make sure you got married.
right after I got married, I had pumpkins outside on the porch, and kids rang the bell, and I went outside to look, and my pumpkins were gone. So ran back upstairs, put on sneakers. I was like, my wife is like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm gonna find these kids. They can't get one over on me. I was one of these little assholes too one day." And I found them, and the kid was like, there was 6 of them, and I was flipping out, and the kid's like, "Sir," they had my pumpkins in their hand.
Yeah.
Like, "Sorry, sir. Here you go. Sorry, sir." I was like, "You never do that. You throw the pumpkin at me and you run. You don't give in,
you don't give in.
pricks."
Yeah, these are still in perfect condition. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, what are you, stupid? That should have been all over my house. You should have threw it at my window. But it's so funny because I was like, as a kid, I was like, "Let's do this." But then as an adult, I was like, "These fuckers, I'm gonna get them."
It's like that old man in Billy Madison when they're burning the poop on the stairs.
Yeah, right.
I'll get you.
Yeah, I'll get you.
Yeah, but it's changed. I can't say it's changed for the worse. I mean, what we define as good now is probably not good because we had such a good time. It's probably not necessarily a good idea for our children. So
Yeah, no.
things have changed.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
This is probably gonna be the first year I let my kids go by themselves, trick or treating with
Wow.
their friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're 12 years old. They don't need me around.
I mean, it's different though. Nowadays, you have trackers and things like that. You can,
Yeah, I have trackers on their phone. I know where they are.
Yeah.
And when they're with a large group, I'm okay with it. And
Yeah.
I know one or two moms will be out there with them following back in the distance.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Just the other
I'm
parents.
done
do your
walking
job.
around
Yeah,
town.
yeah.
I'm done. Too stupid.
I think we're ready for another beer, though, man.
All right.
Yeah. What do we got?
So this is another pumpkin ale. This one I actually picked up at Captain Lawrence.
Oh.
I was there a couple weeks ago. This is in Elmsford, New York, which is right next to the town of Sleepy Hollow.
Ooh, Tarrytown area, huh?
Tarrytown.
Yeah.
You know what that's famous for, right?
Tarrytown?
Yeah.
Amityville? Was that Amityville?
No.
That's not
That's
Tarrytown.
Long Island.
That's Long Island.
Yeah. Tarrytown. Sleepy
Oh,
Hollow.
Sleepy Hollow, yeah. Well, it's the Headless Horseman.
Yes. Washington Irving wrote The Headless Horseman, and that's where the old tale comes from.
Yes.
Rip Van Winkle, he's up there as well.
Oh,
Right?
sleeping.
He was sleeping for a couple hundred years. So we went to Captain Lawrence Brewing Company in Elmsford, and this is their pumpkin beer.
Autumn Blaze.
Yeah.
Were you able to do a...
I did a little clip of myself there. The place was really cool. Beers are okay.
All right.
And check it out.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? It's John from Pub Suds and Grubs presents the Speakeasy, and I am here today at Captain Lawrence Brewing in Elmsford, New York. It's a beautiful fall night, and I have a nice pumpkin beer called Autumn Blaze, and it's really good. One of the better pumpkins that I've had in a while. This place is really cool, and it's really crowded today. That's really good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring some back for Ken and I to try on the show. And there's not really much of a tour. You can see we're sitting outside today. The inside, there's a wedding. On the other side, the brewery, there's a lot of tables, but it's a lot of people. They have great pizza. We had pretzel. We had truffle fries. This place is really cool. If you're ever up in the Tarrytown, Sleepy Hollow area, it's Elmsford, New York. This place is really cool. Captain Lawrence, give it a try. And fall beers, we'll keep going with the fall beers. Right? Happy fall. Right? Cheers.
Wow.
All right.
That was pretty cool, man.
Yeah, the place was cool. It was a big outside. Like I said, they had a wedding inside, so the seating was limited.
Yeah.
The place is huge, but half of it's like, there's like they do weddings now, so it's,
What is with that? And breweries doing weddings now. It's
I was at a brewery last weekend. There was a wedding there.
So yeah, there was a place in up in the Catskills that was doing something like that. We went to go. It was a cider place over in near Callicoon or in Callicoon, and we went to go to try it out because we haven't been there before. And there was like a wedding or something.
I almost want to get married again, so I can have my wedding.
So you can have it at a brewery, so you
Yeah.
can just
100%.
get tanked.
100%. So
I mean,
this
it's
is
gonna happen
called
anyways.
Autumn Blaze. This is
Yeah.
what I was drinking in the video. This is 5%. It's just a little pumpkin ale, and pumpkin ales are usually a little lower in percentage. And I thought it was pretty good.
Cool. Let's give it a whirl.
Cheers. Very good. Not very pumpkin-y,
No, it isn't.
right? To me, it's more like an October beer. But I liked it. It was very crisp.
It
It's
is.
very light.
Yes,
And
I
I
would
drank
say.
a few of them that day.
I would say I'm actually kind of struggling to get the pumpkin on there.
Yeah, there's no pumpkin.
And not to say it's a bad beer or anything, but I'm just kind of.
I agree. So that was my thing because I ordered the Oktoberfest. And all right, my first beer when I went there was the pumpkin. And then my buddy had the Oktoberfest.
Mm-hmm.
The next round, I bought the Oktoberfest. He bought the pumpkin. And he tasted it, and he's like, no, it's the same beer. He's like, I think you have mine. And I was like, no,
Yeah.
this is not. I was like, no, I don't. They both tasted like the same beer.
Yeah.
So that being said, I believe their October and their pumpkin are very similar. Probably the same recipe with a little tiny bit of pumpkin in it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
That's interesting.
I thought it was good.
It's good. It's good. So don't take that any way the wrong way.
No. Captain Lawrence is famous for having like those weird beers like Fudgy the Whale, right?
Yes.
What was the other guy? The with the cone nose from Carvel.
From Carvel.
Yeah, it was Fudgy the Whale, and it was Cookie Crisp.
Oh, Cookie Crisp.
Cookie Crisp? That's a cereal.
That is a cereal.
Yeah,
That's what I wasn't sure
Cookie
what you were
Puss.
talking
Cookie Puss.
about. Cookie Puss.
Cookie
Oh,
Pussy.
yes.
So they have those
We-
beers, and
Speaking, we need to do an ice cream episode sometime soon,
we
man.
do.
Talking
I know.
about,
I'm working on that.
Yeah,
I'm working on
all
that.
right. He's got it on the back.
I
of
see
it.
a couple of crazy ice creams that I want to do.
Yeah.
I want, I'm working on it.
All right, there's something I didn't know about. All right.
I know you don't like cream cheese, but I found a cream cheese based.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I won't try it. I
No,
just
you'll
don't
try it.
typically like certain things.
And and it's funny. I want to bring that back to your birthday episode. I wasn't aware, or I forgot, that you didn't like cream cheese, and I bought the cupcakes that had the cream cheese icing. And when I got home, I thought about it. I'm like, shit. We just finished talking about the week before how he does not like cream cheese, and I got the red velvet. So I do apologize.
I did eat it, and it was delicious.
I apologize. It was too sweet. I know if you
cream-
scraped the cream cheese icing off.
Cream cheese icing, as far as that stuff goes, is one that I can definitely tolerate a lot more.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's really what comes on carrot cake and red
And I
velvet, right?
I feel that it complements a carrot cake perfectly.
Oh, do you like carrot cake?
Oh, I love carrot
Me
cake.
too. That's probably my favorite.
Yeah. You see what's going on here?
Cream cheese
you
icing.
see what's going on here?
No, so we got to get carrot cake.
No, we're going off on a tangent, talking about food.
So let me ask you a question about the fried galamad.
The fried calamari. It happens.
You like that in the fall? You like good plate of fried galamad in the fall?
So, what else about Halloween?
What does Halloween mean to you?
What does it mean to me? I don't think about too much on it as far as what it means to me. To me, I'll be honest with you. To me, it's like a joke holiday, bro.
Okay.
It's not a real holiday.
So you don't take it serious, where it's like the Devil's Day, and oh my God, you people are what's wrong with you?
I think it could be considered that because there's some evil, weird people out there, that will wait for this day to happen to do
Yeah.
weird stuff,
But I don't think that's what it's meant to be. I mean,
I don't know what it's meant to be. That's why I say it's a joke holiday. To me, this does not hold a candle to Thanksgiving or any of these, or Christmas or Easter or any of that.
right.
To me, it's just like, all right, let's get silly.
But I'm going to think behind Christmas, this is probably the second most popular holiday.
As far as
I would
popularity
say, I would think
goes,
this would beat Thanksgiving
Yeah.
in the popularity.
Yes, but do you consider everything a holiday, or do you consider it maybe just a
There's nothing.
festivity? Or
That's the thing. I mean, it's not really a holiday, right? You don't get off of work for Halloween.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's not
It's not like a
holiday.
real legit
yeah,
holiday.
Right. But I think it is very popular amongst the popular days: Christmas,
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, Easter, New Year's,
yeah,
Halloween.
yes, but
And it's fun. It's supposed to be fun. People look at it as something dark. I don't understand that. All Hallows Eve, there's no Hallows
well,
Day.
think about it though. Think about
Because
it.
people dress up as witches.
No. But think about it. In all honesty, you think about Easter, or you think about Christmas, or you think about Thanksgiving, and you think about the amount of crimes that are committed during certain holidays and the people's intentions. There's some weird people out there.
For Halloween, you mean?
Yeah, so Halloween is, what I'm saying is that do you see, on those holidays, like Christmas and all those holidays, do you see murders happening or things like that necessarily, So, I don't know, man. It's,
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
there's an evilness to it, and it might not be intentional
Right.
all the time, and sometimes we want to do things that portray evil, but it's just us messing around.
Right.
But there's some people who take it to a whole nother level.
Yeah, I guess because it's a day of you can get dressed up, you can hide
Yeah.
your face, you can hide your identity.
Yes.
People do think that All Hallows Eve means something, and the witches are coming out and the devil's coming out.
Yes, there's people that take it. I think that's what it comes down to: is how do you represent? How do you feel like what it's?
But when did the last time did you really hear of a crazy murder happen on Halloween?
Well, it was Friday, the 14th of. No, I'm joking, bro.
I was like, what? I mean, listen, because there's a lot of people who died at Nakatomi Plaza on Christmas.
Or Friday the 13th. I don't
Friday
say the
13th, yeah,
14th. That's what. See where I'm
That was
at.
a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of people died at Nakatomi Plaza during Christmas, but I don't
Yeah.
hear many people dying on Halloween.
I don't know.
That went over his head.
Die Hard.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Besides Michael Myers killing the whole town.
Yes, Bruce Willis just shot anyone like any kind of Bruce Willis movie. Like
Yeah. So what's we when we talked about Christmas, we did Christmas movies. What about Halloween, man? What kind of Halloween movies?
see, I'm not big into scary movies.
No?
I've watched my share though.
Okay.
So as far as it's tough because you have your classics like your Exorcist or
Right.
your Friday the 13th or your Nightmare on Elm Streets.
Yep.
And and then you have some stuff that are like classics like Stephen King's It.
Right.
And
right.
then you have something like
The Shining.
Yeah, The Shining. So there's a lot of but I think as far as I guess it depends how you view it. Like I always used to joke around and say I think the older scary movies were scarier,
Absolutely. I agree.
But then you see some stuff like you look at the first make of It, with Tim Curry, and then
The new one.
Then you have the new one, and you're like, wow.
Right.
That new one was pretty scary, man, and just it was weird and freaky.
Because it's different. You know what? Now I think scary movies now are more based on jump scares than being scary.
Okay.
I think that's what they're about. They're about like you looking around the corner and something jumps out at you and everybody goes, ah.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be scary. It's supposed to make you jump.
Yes.
Or back in the day, The Exorcist, that shit was scary, man.
Yeah.
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist. Yeah.
That was scary stuff. I mean,
but think about it though. Is it because it was really scary, or was it because we were 6 years old watching these movies?
right? Yeah. No. If I watch it now, I'm like,
Yeah. Now you're
but
like,
yeah. When we were younger, plus back then, it's like, was it really unfeasible for like The Exorcist to happen, or I don't know. Like as a kid, like you think this stuff could be like
never
this is
looked
real.
at white noise on the TV the same again after
Right,
that.
for Poltergeist, yeah.
Yeah, man.
I mean, for our 6th grade camping trip, environmental trip in grammar school, we went to where they filmed, part of it.
Oh, really?
Friday the 13th, yeah. That's a New Jersey-based movie.
And it was always interesting and they always added something to it when they added nudity to these old 80s horror flicks.
Nudity?
Yeah.
That was the only time it was acceptable to see boobies on TV,
Yes.
right? Dad's like, we're going to watch Friday the 13th. I was like, there's got to be boobies.
There's got to be boobies. Rated R. All right, sold.
It's got to be boobies. Camp counselor, got to be boobies. But that scared the shit out of me back in the day, So the main guys were what? It was like Freddy, Jason. Leatherface.
Michael Myers.
What, even maybe Pinhead, right? The Hellraiser.
Yeah, Hellraiser. Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Chucky. Right?
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Ronald McDonald on crack. Yeah, I was always, I'm a big Jason guy more than anybody else. And then, yeah, I don't know. It was scary. Jason scared me.
So what would be your all-time scary movie for you, if you were to say it right now?
Right now, scary movie?
Scariest movie.
It's got to be. I think it's got to be Exorcist.
Yeah.
That movie freaks me out because to me that shit could be true.
Well, it was based on loosely based maybe on a true story.
Yeah.
So yeah.
My wife, she's a big Children of the Corn fan.
Oh.
And we watched that movie recently together. And I was looking at it and I'm like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Children of the Corn.
This is so dumb.
Was that the one with Damien?
Yeah. No, that was The Omen.
Oh, The Omen. I'm sorry. Yeah. I didn't watch
Children
any
of the Corn was
those.
the redhead kid and
Uh,
I forgot the name of the guy, but it wasn't scary. It wasn't scary. Let's say that.
it didn't do. What about Saws? Saw movies.
See, the Saws are cool. They're not scary.
Yeah.
They're just gory.
I feel like it's shock value almost.
yeah,
some
that's
of it.
shock value, gory type of thing.
Yes.
Whereas like The Conjuring,
All right.
that's like jump scare.
What
That's
about-
jump scare.
Or Hostel is another
Hostel.
one.
That's another like
Shock.
Saw. Yeah.
Yeah, Saw.
yeah.
And then
Then you have like The Conjuring, Last House on the Left, or those are all like they just want to jump scare you.
yeah.
You know?
I mean, I agree with you though on the Exorcist. I think that was pretty scary.
Yeah, right?
When I first watched it, which was later in life.
And if you watch on the DVD like the extra, the real movie without the cuts,
Yeah.
it's even worse. Like what they don't show in the regular movie when they first came out is her walking like a spider, like backwards down the stairs.
Well, they did
Whereas
that in the
like,
remastered,
in
right?
the remastered, yeah.
Yes.
yeah. It's a sick movie, man.
It's kind of.
It did get stupider as you went, like, part 2, part 3. But
Yeah. Oh,
the original one was.
I never watched the ones
no,
after.
don't bother.
And then like Jaws. What about Jaws? I mean, that was.
Jaws is a scary movie, dude.
Yeah.
Jaws is a scary movie.
But is it Halloween scary or just scary movie?
No, just scary.
Yeah,
that's
the
not. I
thing.
wouldn't think I'd watch Jaws on a.
Yeah, like on a Halloween or something. What about like more of that more innocent stuff? Are you into like the Hocus Pocus and stuff?
No,
like
I've
that?
never seen those.
Or the Nightmare Before Christmas.
My kids like that. I watched bits and pieces, but I never really watched the whole thing. We just did. I introduced them to Beetlejuice.
Oh
Last
wow!
week. Yeah, they've never seen Beetlejuice.
Wow, they were deprived.
Yeah, and then my daughter, when we were done watching it, thought it was like the best movie ever.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
Do you think that with Winona Ryder's success in Stranger Things that's going to bring a little bit of a resurgence of Beetlejuice and all, or because of who she is, or people just don't give a shit?
I don't know. I can't. I don't know. I don't know if I can speak for that. I don't watch Stranger Things.
Yeah.
I was gonna start. I watched the first season and I
Really,
stopped
dude?
because I thought it was really
Really?
boring. Now you just kind of ruined it. I didn't know she was in it.
Yeah.
So I probably won't watch it anymore because that's like you just ruined everything for me. But no, I hear they're making a Beetlejuice 2. And Gina Davis and Michael Keaton are on board. Alec Baldwin, I don't know if he's going to be making anything new soon.
Dude, do you know they're putting out that movie though? That Rust.
That he did. That he killed the.
Dude, they made the widow of the woman who passed an executive producer on that.
All right.
And that's part of the lawsuit, I think, or something.
So then he's still in a movie. He still gets paid for it. I would guess.
Somehow he's making out.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yes, money. Unfortunately, can buy a lot of things.
Right.
And yeah.
Yeah.
If I was that husband, I'd be like, "F you. I'm taking for all what you have." He's trying to build. You know, they did something. The guy gave in and said, "All right. You know, you make me executive. Okay. You know."
Yeah. Teaches.
Gave him some BS story.
A little bit of
something.
fame changes people's minds sometimes. A little bit of money.
Yeah. But as far as
so Beetlejuice 2, possibly.
I don't know. Let me ask you though: would you be more in favor of them producing it or not producing it?
I would be.
Really?
Yeah, why not? I mean, the first one's a classic. If this one sucks, is that going to change your mind for the first one?
Yeah, man. It gets back to
Not
what
to
we
me.
always say, like making these part 2s or part 3s of movies that were
As
successful back in the day.
It still doesn't take away from the original, I guess.
Yeah.
So you want to go with it? I'm
like
cool
Dumb
with
and
it.
Dumber, you know, when they did that Dumb and Dumber.
That's the thing, though. Like, I was so excited for Dumb and Dumber
Yeah.
or Dumb and Dumber 2. Dumb and
Yeah.
Dumber 2, right? Dumb and Dumber was like different people.
Oh, yes.
Dumb and Dumber
yeah.
2, I was so excited for it because the first one was so good and it didn't live up to the hype, but it doesn't take away from the first one, so whatever. Ghostbusters 4 is going to come soon. They're writing that.
With
The same guys. The kids from the last one.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Not the girls, no.
No, the girls one was horrible.
Horrible. I don't even count that.
Yeah.
But the last one, you saw it, right? I know we talked about it.
Yeah,
you saw it.
yeah.
So I don't know if you did. A lot of people, this is what you have to do now. These movies put stuff after the credits, so you have to watch the credits because after the credits, there's always something cool. You know, are you all right? Look, you passed out on the microphone.
I was trying to mess with you, but
I was like, shit. Frankenberry. Too much milk. He's getting soggy. The new Ghostbusters, like at the end after the credits, they opened up the old New York firehouse, and the guy was standing there with his.
Yeah, man, I like that. That was a good remake.
Yeah,
that was a really
I think
good remake.
they can keep going, and it won't mess with the first one.
That was solid. But that's another one. Like, is that a Halloween?
But it's not a
thing?
remake, though, right? It's a continuation.
It's a
There's
continuation.
that's different.
Yes. Like did you watch the new Top Gun? I forgot if you said
No, I've never seen the original Top Gun.
Me
No,
neither,
I've never seen
man.
this. No, I haven't.
Everyone looks at me like I have two heads when I say that. No, I haven't. And like, I wonder if that was I'm assuming that was a continuance.
It's a continuation.
Yeah. And yes, that's the thing. When they screwed it up with the Ghostbusters chicks one.
And we're not
Sexist.
sexist people. I was going to say racist, but we're not sexist people.
Not racist either, though.
We're not Reese's Pieces, but the girls' version of Ghostbusters was freaking awful. Dude.
Yeah,
It was
they
so
took
bad.
they took a few women from SNL who weren't really
Funny to
that
begin
funny
with.
anyway to begin with, and made a movie of it. Yeah, but the one with the kids and they don't. That was just
That was good.
well made,
Very
well
well
made.
made.
Bravo. Yeah, which I think we brought up at one point.
Oh, yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah, at some point. But as far so movies, like I said, I like the remake of it. As back to remakes,
Yeah.
I thought that was fantastic.
Do you like old movies, like Night of the Living Dead, like black and white? Like, would you do that or not really? Have you ever seen?
I mean, if it was on and it caught my attention the first 5 minutes, I would watch it. But that's not my cup of tea. I don't
Because
think.
Night of the Living Dead, that's right. I think you can watch it in color now. Back in the day, it was like black and white. It was like the first zombies coming around, and it was I watched. It was pretty scary.
But the effects were like cheesy and
they're cheesy, but it's like I don't know. It's cool though to watch.
Like what about like the
Birds?
Yeah, Birds.
Alfred Hitchcock. Yeah, that's freaky too.
Yeah.
Like those movies are freaky. They're boring, right? Until like there's like a certain part where you're like, oh okay, where they get attacked by the birds. It's like but other like Psycho.
Yeah.
The original Psycho was honestly a little boring until she really checked into the hotel.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I mean, like I said, you mentioned The Shining with that was Stanley Kubrick, I think.
Yeah, Jack Nicholson. Here's Johnny. That was a freaky freaking movie.
Yeah,
just to watch him get crazy. But people watching it now probably wouldn't think it's so bad.
Yeah,
because they want the jump scare. They want to be scared.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's changed.
Yeah, things changed. Did you watch Dahmer yet?
No, I was afraid you were gonna ask that too.
You gotta watch it.
Yeah, no, I haven't watched it yet. It's on my list. Not with my wife. I don't think she wants to watch it. But
no,
nah.
She don't like watching men eat other
I
men?
think she feels like there might be a little bit too much realism to it, and with certain things, and I think she's kind of like there's a limit, I guess.
Okay. There is a new series I just watched on Netflix called The Watcher. Have you heard of The Watcher?
Yes, I have heard of it. What's it?
True story.
Westfield and
Westfield, New Jersey.
All right.
Based on a true house.
Here's the thing, people. There's a lot that goes on, and we're Jersey guys, and this is a location that's close to home. And we, I know people who are in certain areas too that actually know some of these people, and things like that.
Stop. I can't. Your face is so small.
It is, and that's all I see out of this thing too. So there's, and a lot of these things, you got to remember, like when they make these remakes or True Life or whatever situations,
they have to overdo it.
Yes, they have to. They have to make it where it's entertaining and everything. So there's been questions of how true and authentic certain things are, or if it could have been like the husband that was kind of made it up and things of that sort,
Like the Amityville, like you said, Amityville Horror. There's been so many stories behind that movie, like you don't know what really.
Yes, you don't know. There's
based on a true story. But was it really blood flowing
and
from
how
the
much truth? And whose eyes are the truth from?
Right.
Is it someone telling you a story, or it really happened, or they did it to make some? People are doing things just to make money.
Absolutely.
I didn't watch that one though, John. So I'll check it out.
Check it out. Yeah, no, it's pretty. Actually, it's pretty cool. It's comedic and it's not like it's not horror. I guess it'd be like thriller, suspense, but and comedic at the same time.
Yeah,
it was very well made. I enjoyed it.
Yes, I mean things are always going to sell more when you say it's based out of a true story, though.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know. But I think we're ready for a third beer.
I am.
Oh, I am. You're pouring yours first.
All right. This is a little different, right? This is gonna be so. When you go out for Halloween and you go trick or treating, what do you want more? What kind of? We're gonna get into this, but
yes, we are.
Are you more of a chocolate guy or a candy guy?
What about both?
No. Are you more of a chocolate guy or a candy guy?
I like chocolate.
All right, I like chocolate too. This is a chocolate pumpkin porter.
All right,
not a stout.
Porter we can live with, man, because porter is more. It's not that thickness to it. Oh, don't give me that much.
All right.
Man, give yourself some. I didn't realize how much a
looks
can looks
like. Little
it's
can,
puking.
dude. Looks like it's puking. Yeah. So this is from Evil Genius. This is called Trick or Treat. Woo-hoo. And this is coming in. It is a chocolate pumpkin porter, and this is. I struggle every week. 7.8%.
All right.
And my things are coming off.
You can't keep yourself together. And look at me. I mean, come on. This costume actually has gloves with it, but I was afraid I was gonna like drop my beer. With the
It's hard
gloves
work
on.
being a cowboy. I think I broke my.
Would you break the headphones?
Broke the headphones. No, I got it.
They're supposed to be
All right.
bubbly.
Evil Genius Chocolate Pumpkin Porter.
All right.
Let's give it a shot. 7.8%. Evil Genius.
Ooh, man.
Ooh.
All right.
I don't want to sound douchey. It's
Right.
not bad.
Okay.
It's light. It's not bad. It's not heavy
well, it's
like
a
a
porter.
thick stout. It's a porter.
Yeah, it's a porter.
But I don't really taste the chocolate or the pumpkin.
I get chocolate.
Do you get chocolate?
Yeah.
I don't get
That
chocolate.
finish.
Do you get pumpkin?
I think on the going down initially.
Yeah, maybe.
Initially, I think I get a little
I
bit.
feel like when I lick my lips, I taste a little bit of chocolate.
Yeah.
But it's not bad at all, though.
No, it's not bad.
No, I like porters. You like porter?
I don't mind them. I like them better in stouts, I
I
think.
can't talk to you like this. I don't mind them. I feel like I'm talking to a giant vagina with a pig nose. Oh God. All right.
You really think you're talking to Frankenberry?
I'm like Frankie's Berry, maybe. No, this is. I like a good porter,
Yeah.
which makes me. I feel weird saying that because I'm not a big stout guy, but I do like a porter. So.
Yeah, I like this one a lot. Yeah, it's solid, man.
Evil Genius is a good. It's a good spot. They make good IPAs.
Where's that again?
You're
Yeah,
gonna make me
it was a
fucking do
PA.
this.
It was a
You're
PA.
gonna make me do this. You're gonna make me do this. This is Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Philly, shit show Philly. We talked about Philly a couple weeks
Yeah,
ago.
yeah, no, Philly, yeah. Well, hopefully.
So now you got your pumpkin and your porter from Evil Genius. Ooh, no, I do taste that chocolate now.
Yeah. What about that pumpkin? You taste that at
No,
all,
not
too?
at all. No, I don't taste any evil. When you go trick or treating, so what are you looking for? What's your favorite candy to get? Did you go home after and separate all your candies?
No.
You
I just grabbed.
You just went in and
Yeah,
maybe
grab.
got-
And, well,
Really?
no, I would grab, but I would look in and be like, ooh, there's a Twix or whatever, you know?
I would dump everything and I would separate them.
Why?
All my Nestle Crunches, all my Reese's Pieces, all that. Yeah.
I am my all-time favorite growing up was a Nestle Crunch.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. I
Was
wish I
that
would've knew
yours?
that.
No.
No. Well, growing up, yes, it was one of my favorites. Now, not so much because it tastes different to me.
All right.
And I was gonna buy Reese's Pieces too. If you haven't noticed, I spread some nice Halloween
Yes, I
candy
love it.
along the
I
bar
actually
here.
munched on a few before we started, yeah. I
And,
have wrappers all over the place now.
I figured I bought the what I thought was the 4 most popular Halloween candies.
Oh.
That's how I did it. And Nestle Crunch, I was looking at.
Nestle
And then I
Crunch is
put it down.
fantastic. Nestle Crunch, but don't. I mean, these are all amazing choices. Snickers, come on, that's my go-to now.
Right.
Kit Kats, wafer chocolate, those guys are geniuses. But I mean, God, Reese's peanut butter cups. That's like, I mean,
Right.
it came down from the heavens, man.
Right.
That is so good. I love.
Yes.
And
Right now, my favorite is Reese's peanut butter cup that's got little mini Reese's Pieces in it.
Ooh,
It's so good. And I recently had a Reese's peanut butter cup that had potato chips in it.
That
try
I've
that?
had. Yes, I had. I
It's like-
tried it.
It's weird, right?
It was all right. I'm more of a chocolate covered potato chips, and that's
Okay.
it. You know, like from like an actual chocolate.
I was gonna say pretzel. Anything with like pretzel in it.
No. I love chocolate covered pretzels,
Yeah.
but as far as chocolate covered things, I
I
would
don't think
say
I've ever
potato
had
chips.
that. Chocolate covered potato.
Oh my God!
I've had chocolate covered bacon.
Go to Bromelo's. Bromelo's has it in West Patterson or Woodland Park, whatever it is
Okay.
now.
Oh, that's close to me. All right, yeah, we can do that.
And then, awesome chocolate covered potato chips. And then, or you go to Morristown, you go to Enjoy. I forget the name of it, but yeah, they have chocolate covered. A lot of places do it nowadays.
Interesting. But would you? So when you got home from trick or treating, like, what did
Yeah.
you were like? I can't wait to sink into Nestle
Ooh,
Crunch.
Yes, Nestle. I love Nestle Crunch, man.
All right. Do you believe that Nestle Crunch has changed over the years, though?
I believe I have changed over the years.
All right.
So I don't think like recipes or things of that sort changed. Or
How about Kit Kat? You like Kit Kats?
I love Kit Kats. Yeah.
Dark, white, milk?
Nowadays I do more dark chocolate.
How do you eat your Kit Kat?
Now, because I'm freaking don't care, I just take a bite out of it.
Okay.
But yes, I used to separate them back in
Did
the
you?
day. Yeah.
I used to suck on the chocolate though and leave the wafer and then chew the wafer out.
And just chew it after?
Yeah.
You really had a ritual to that, huh?
What candy did you see in your trick or treat bag that you didn't like?
Ooh, probably anything with nuts, I think, back then.
Really?
Now I love them with nuts,
okay.
yeah. Yeah.
Good Kit Kat, man.
Very good Kit Kat.
As a kid, I wasn't a huge Kit Kat guy. I remember it came in a big block, and I was like, not Kit Kat guy.
What about
Now
Twix?
I like a good Kit Kat. I used to love Twix, man. I'm more of a peanut butter Twix than a caramel Twix.
Peanut butter.
Yeah, I love peanut butter Twix.
Interesting.
So, I mean, my least favorite was like a Mary Jane, right? You can get a Mary Jane, you'd be like, what the fuck is this?
That was the old school people, man.
Mary Jane, Rolos.
Remember
Anything-
UNICEF? You'd bring your stuff.
Oh, yeah, you bring your ask for pennies for the
Yeah, UNICEF.
little African kids. And who knows if they even got those pennies?
Yeah, I wonder where those went. But yeah, those are like classic, like Tootsie Rolls, yeah, and
Are you a Tootsie Roll fan?
I'm sure. I mean,
How about
I don't eat much candy now, but if there's one there, then
candy corn?
ooh,
Everybody talks shit about candy corn.
yeah.
Candy corn's good, bro. It's just pure sugar in a hardened form,
It is.
right?
I didn't taste like corn.
Not at all.
Just looks like it.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of corn looks like that, but
Well, yeah.
I feel like I'm part of the minority that still likes candy corn.
No, it is a classic.
I don't know why kids hate it.
But like Rolos.
No. I didn't like Rolos back in the day. I could probably do it now, but back in the day, no. They went to the side. Candy corn, Mary Jane's. I used to go trick or treating, and one of the neighbors gave us a candied apple, and I'm like, am I gonna slice my mouth open? Is there poison in there?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like,
Pre-baked things like that where people like do that. Yeah, you got to be a little bit skeptic.
yeah.
Yeah.
But and then if there was some places remember some places you go trick or treating, and some people had like full size candy bars.
Oh
And
yeah.
you're like, oh man.
Yeah, that's by me.
That was
now.
like the. Ooh.
That's by me now. So last year, my it's on my block. It's like the nicest house in my area, like little area here. And we went to the house, and when we walked to the doorbell, there was like one of those ghost things that jump out and scare you.
Right.
My son is like hysterically crying, and the lady answers the door. She's like, "Come in," and she's like, "Oh my!"
In.
Yeah, come inside.
No.
We may have said that we're neighbors or something, but anyway, we walk in, and my son's like all freaked out because of the damn thing that scared him. And she's like, oh my God. She's like, he can have a few. And there was like full-size
Nice.
Nestle Crunch and what's the peanut butter one?
We should peanut butter cup.
No, the other one.
Butterfinger?
Butterfinger.
Yeah, Butterfingers.
Full-size Butterfingers and all that stuff, man. I was like, wow, you made out?
That was a score, man. When you used to get a full size candy bar as a kid, that was a score.
Oh, yeah. Do you remember when we used to sell candy for, like recreation and stuff?
Oh, yeah. And then we said it used to be cool, right? And then you would sell that Gertrude Hawk shit. It's like a chocolate uniform, unicorn.
Yeah, and
whatever
a
it is.
uniform, yeah.
Uniform. Damn these beers.
Damn, I think we're pushing our limit lately with these beers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're like throwing 3
But
on each
I'm
episode.
personally, I'm a Snickers guy.
Yeah.
Give me a Snickers, and I am.
But like I said, so you prefer a peanut M&M over a regular?
I do.
Yeah, because that's your palate changes over time. You like that nuttiness. You like the little breakup in that flavor.
The only thing I don't like is when there's something with like coconut in it. Like I'm not an almond joy guy. I don't like coconuts.
Or Mounds. Yeah.
Mounds, no. I like Mounds, but not like the chocolate candy kind of Mounds.
Yeah.
And I do like a Twix. I take peanut butter over the Twix
Yeah.
instead of the caramel. Good Snickers is like I said, my favorite. A Milky Way back in the day, I was like, nah, I don't want Milky Way.
I loved Milky.
They were so boring.
I love Milky Ways more than Snickers until I got older, and I'm like, oh man, I don't even think I could eat a Milky Way now. It's just too sweet.
It's nothing to it. It's just
Yeah.
caramel and But is there anybody? We used to have this lady. I feel like I mentioned this on a podcast before. Her name was Crazy Rosa. And she lived in an apartment building.
This seems interesting already.
When you would knock and go trick or treating, and she used to come to the schools, right? We used to go to this grammar school, and she would come out. We'd be playing in the park. She'd be like, grab us by the shirt, and she'd be like, "They burned me, they killed me, they killed my family," and then she would like walk away, and we'd be like, "What the hell?" But when you're like 6, 7, 8 years old, it doesn't bother you. When she does it all the time, you're just like, "That's Crazy Rosa."
Yeah.
You know, it's like it was just weird. So we'd go to her house trick or treating. We knock on the door. Whatever she gave us, we would all put on her front mat. We take it out of the bag, put it on the mat, knock on the door, and yell like something crazy, and then run in. We were assholes. I told you I got home from the cops.
Yeah, I'm starting to learn a lot about you.
What?
That was a big bite. Big bite. Even I can see that through my mouth here. That I'm talking through right now.
Oh, 'cause
I think it's about that time right now, everyone. We've done our share of Halloween talk on this Halloween episode. I think we're getting a little buzz, it seems like.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of buzz.
This here is knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Hey,
Is that
but we're singing the wrong version.
I was saying you're singing the yeah.
Yeah, we're singing the Guns N' Roses one, and this is Heaven's Door, which is a bourbon by no other than
Mr. Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan, and which we saw his son not too long ago.
Yeah.
Heaven's Door. This is a cask strength straight bourbon whiskey. This one's from. This is actually a ShopRite selection from 2021, and it's coming in at 120.7 proof, 60.35% alcohol, which you're gonna expect on a cask strength.
And the bottle's cool, right? You got a crow on there.
Yeah, we got the crow. We figured it was kind of Halloween-y in a way.
Yeah.
So here we are.
Any kind of weenie is good.
Frankenweenie. Tim Burton fan? No? Yes? Maybe not.
Tim Burton did Beetlejuice, right? So.
Oh, that's true. That is true.
It's dark.
Yes. Yeah, it's got a nice color to it.
It does. I'm gonna get such a stomach ache eating all this candy.
Yes. Candy, bourbon, beer.
God damn.
Do it to yourself. Let's give this one a shot. See?
Happy Halloween.
Yeah. Cheers and happy Halloween. You all right there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm okay. It's strong.
All right. It's got some heat to it. It's a cask strength, bro. It's high alcohol.
All right.
Feel better?
That took me by surprise a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. It took me by surprise.
Yeah?
I thought it was gonna be a lot smoother.
I gave you all the facts beforehand, man. It's a stronger one. What do you think? Other than it's stronger than you thought.
It's good.
It's good.
It's strong.
Yeah.
The burn is strong on that.
Yeah.
It's blowing up my mouth. It's blowing up my chest. Could it be all the candy I just ate? Maybe.
I don't know, man.
I don't want to talk bad about it. It's probably not one of my favorites that we've done.
All right.
But it's got a lot of flavor, though.
I think
it
caught you off guard. I think
caught
that's
me
the
off
issue
guard.
right now. So
you know what it is? The last few that we've done have been just so smooth,
yeah,
and they've probably been a less alcohol.
little change of pace. Yeah.
This one caught me off guard. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think it's good. I've always I've always been in question a lot of times when you get these celebrities or these musicians that make things, spirits, and is it really good? Is it a gimmick? Is it just something that they're pretending to know something that they don't really know? And but I thought, as far as bourbons go, and as far as celebrities or musicians putting it out, this is definitely one of the better ones in my eyes.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
What other celebrities have their own?
Well, George Clooney had the.
Well, like not tequila. I know Dan Aykroyd had vodka. George Clooney's got tequila. Any like bourbon celebrities?
Yes,
that you know?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Is that what you were saying? George Clooney has a
Bradshaw has his.
Terry.
Yeah, he has his own out
Okay.
now. And as far as bourbon goes, gosh, off the top of my head, I'm just trying to remember which ones were out there, but.
All right, no big deal. I just figured it.
But yes, there's plenty of them from everywhere though. As far as spirits go, there's a lot of tequilas out there. You got the guys from Breaking Bad that have that one, and
Okay, cool.
Casamigos and all that stuff. Yeah, so
Yeah, it's tequila.
yes.
Yeah, no. If
No,
this was
there's a list, but I'm drawing a blank at the moment. Yeah,
no, this was it's flavorful. I'll tell you that.
yeah.
I wasn't expecting the burn like it did, but it's good. No, I'm glad you shared it.
The bear's back.
The bear's back.
You can't drink with that thing on. At least I have a mask that I can.
Well, I know it's the end of the show, so we're
Yeah.
doing our shout outs now.
Yes. All right. We have a shout out to Dogfish, the OG Punkin Ale. And we also have
Captain Lawrence.
Captain Lawrence. John, thanks for that. Cool that you went out there, checked it out. Big shout out to those guys.
Evil Genius.
Evil Genius out of Philadelphia. Thanks a lot for that. Very good. And it's a nice change of pace for us, actually, that
absolutely.
porter.
Shout out to all the chocolate candies, right? Nestle Crunch.
Yes,
Snickers,
Nestle. Yeah,
what
well,
was
we
it,
didn't have
Mars,
Nestle Crunch,
Hershey,
but
whoever
yeah.
makes these ones, yeah.
Yes, Snickers and
Snickers.
Twix and Reese's. That would be Hershey.
Yeah.
And well, I don't. Well,
Mars and Hershey.
Reese's
Nestle, Mars,
Pieces.
Hershey.
Reese's is Hershey's. I know
Yeah,
that.
Reese's Hershey. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. And then the other ones, yeah, they're all.
Shout out to
This is Heaven's Door.
the OG Bob Dylan, right?
Yeah, to the OG man. And
Shout out to Frankenberry. Cereal.
if you haven't had Frankenberry before, it's like a strawberry version of Lucky Charms, I guess you would say.
Right.
And it's good. It's a classic. You want to talk about OGs? That's OG right there.
Yes.
So you can still get it here and there. Sometimes you get I think last time I bought a box was like AMP or something like that. Not every store carries it, but during this time of year, you might be able to get your hands on some.
Sure.
Boo Berry's another one, and Count
Chocula.
Chocula. I real quick. I'm sorry, I got to throw this in there one time. I actually wore this costume before one time. It was like a PBA Halloween party I went to, and there was a guy dressed up as Count Chocula, and he was walking by me in my Frankenberry costume, and I'm looking at him, and it was kind of like one of those mutual nods,
What's up, sir? Yeah.
Yes, it was. But yes, if you haven't had Frankenberry, check it out. Shout out to
Shout out to Halloween. Shout out to the devil.
Be safe. No, don't say that. Be safe out there. There are some weirdos, plenty of them. I'm sitting next to one, and he's sitting next to one too as well. So, cheers, John.
Cheers.
Can you pretend you're drinking it? And as always, cheers to you guys.
Peace. Happy Halloween.
All right.